Hi and welcome back to the channel. Now this is just going to be yet another video where we're sorting through yet more stuff from the collection. We're just having a bit of a sort through and what have you. So we're just doing a lot of these videos right now. I do apologise if they're a bit repetitive, but again, yeah, if I wasn't doing these, I wouldn't be doing videos. But there's no rhyme or reason in these kits at all. It's just what I've got beside the bench at the moment, which I pull down, which stuff I need to photograph and what have you, and decide what I'm doing with. So there'll be something for everybody in this video. Like I say, because I'm probably releasing these only a couple of days apart. If you've not seen any of the last videos we've been doing over the last week or so, please go back because there's a lot of interesting stuff in there. But yeah, starting off on a bit of a different note, this week or today, whatever day this comes out on, a couple of Monogram kits, which I've only recently got in. I bought this with I bought these from auction, not eBay or anything, like a household auction. Bidding on a lot of stuff, like got outbid on pretty much 99% of it. You just have to think, you just got to be so careful with them things, how much you spend, because before you know it, with their auction fees on top, plus then you've got to get the stuff out of there, which you're pretty much limited to the people they want you to use, and them packing sort of services where they're going and collect stuff, they aren't cheap either. So I had to take all that into account. So I ended up getting a few lots out of there. Actually I was bidding on something which I knew Sean wanted. There was a lot with something which I know Sean's been after for quite some time, and I managed to get that lot. Sold the rest of it because it was all military stuff other than that, but this was in like a lot of, there was figures, there was all sorts in this lot, and there was just a few model cars. There was about 8 model cars, and I could see these right underneath. There's only a couple of pictures, but yeah, I've been, like I say, I'm right back into my Monogram stuff right now. This one here, actually, I bought one of these. This is the Poison Pinto. I bought the slightly later version, with the green flames on the white stripe box, from a boot sale. I think I paid £1.50 for it back in the 80s. I was only really young, and I think it was the Weatherby boot sale or something, which is like a trade fair of some description, over here in the UK. But yeah, I bought one years ago, and I think I started it, never finished it, ended up selling it back in probably late 90s or early thousands when I first started getting into eBay. I wasn't really bothered about Monogram stuff, and yeah, I sold that one, and now I'm back into my Monogram stuff. It was nice to get this one, to be quite fair. Really clean builder. These both really dusty. I haven't even done anything with them. As soon as I took them out of the bag, I just put them on a shelf ready to sort through. It's missing a wheel. None of anything that's missing on them, I ain't got the spare parts for, or they didn't come in that auction, but I've got a big bag of old vintage Monogram wheels and tyres and stuff like that. Definitely know I've got some of them, so before I picture this one, I'll be putting the wheel back on it and what have you, and making this complete. It'll probably be missing one of them still, but I don't want to sell this one, it's like I say, back into my Monogram stuff. So yeah, I wouldn't mind hanging on to this one for now. It's funny, I'm letting go of some really nice old vintage stuff, and things like this, are staying over them. It's ridiculous, in it, but yeah, it's just how my tastes have kind of changed a little bit. I mean, I'll always love me old vintage annuals, AMC stuff and MPC stuff, and I'll always have a love for that. But then you just find your interest growing back, every now and again on these kind of things. And yeah, I was really happy to get that one. Got a Vega van as well. I saw a concept recently, factory concept on something similar. This is obviously probably a Tom Daniel design, I would have thought, but again, missing a wheel on the back. But again, definitely have one of those wheels with one of them slicks. Be able to complete that. I'll give him a dust off, once we're done and what have you. But again, I've had plenty of these. Well, not plenty of these, but I've had quite a few of them in the past. And I've sold them all in the past as well. So this is quite a cool little model, as this one likes. But yeah, really happy with that one. They certainly won't be going anywhere just yet anyway, anytime soon. I might go through a phase where I'm just completely over the Monogram thing again, but until then, they can stay. I mean, I'm again gonna try and keep this video relatively short. And then I think after that, to be honest, I've just got a load of newer stuff, so I think I'm just going to bat on and crack on that without filming it, so. But this is a recent purchase, actually, and it went, for about 17 quid just for this body. It's got the hood as well. But a good reason why I really wanted this body. I mean, it's a really clean body. It's been stripped, but painted and stripped before, but they've done a good job of it, and they've not lost any of the trim or any of the emblem detail. Comes complete with the rear bumper, tail lights, hood and front grille and front valance. Two reasons why I really wanted this is I bought this a couple of years ago now, probably. It's the original flat box, 66 miling, or I don't know if there was 65 on this box art or not too sure. But it's pretty much the same kit as you got the US oldies, but it's before they deleted all the parts. I mean, this is a lovely, lovely kit, and I'm toying with selling a few of the flat boxes, but I've got so much other stuff to sell in a short period of time that I'm not worried too concerned about this stuff yet. But this is a mint inbox kit. Should really do an unboxing on this one, maybe a bit of a comparison between this and the US oldies one. To see what parts were actually left over with. But a couple of chrome parts off the tree and what have you. But chrome is absolutely beautiful on these on like the 65, 66 kits. They're just absolutely stunning chrome they used on there. Definitely weren't scrimping in them years. But yeah, I mean, this one, the reason why I really wanted this body is because this roof has just got a slight lean on it. And you could probably warm it up in water, but with these thick C-pillars, it'd be really difficult to coax that lean out of the roof. So it's always kind of bothered me with this, and they've got a couple of nicks on here as well, like on the original body. So my plan was to, I'll probably end up priming this. And when I eventually, I'm not going to photograph this one anytime soon. Like I say, I've got far too much stuff ahead of it to sort out. And I'll photograph that body with this kit, and see if for me, for the future, or if I do decide to let any of these flat boxes go, I can be quite clear that the roof has got a bit of a lean on it, but it does come with a really decent body. And the second reason I wanted this body is for the rear bumper, because I have a US oldies issue, absolutely mint in box again. But it came with a short shot bumper from the factory, so I think it's missing one of the sides. I mean, I think this one's got a slight break in it, just there, and it's, you know, it's loose except for on that corner, so you know it's going to be a bit of a task getting that bumper off there. But and it does need re-chroming, but you know it's better to have that rear bumper in that kit rather than just have the short shot one. I mean, that, to be honest, that's probably the reason why that kit survived in collection overall. You know, I've had loads of them things since then and sold every one of them, like. But yeah, that's why I got those and why I got that body. We're in 10 minutes already. You know, I should really learn to stop gassing. But yeah, another one I've bought down off the shelf. I mean, I've photographed some of these many years ago and they are still on PC. But I am starting to re-photograph everything just because I'm kind of losing my memory a little bit about conditions. I mean, you can go in photos and what have you, but and I pretty much give if I do ever list this stuff, it's always gonna be with a clause that it's yeah, the builders, and things might be broken, things might be missing, but I photograph every single piece. You know, you can't really say that you don't know what you're getting when I do list stuff like. But yeah, this is the original. Original 60, so the hood's moulded in, it's curbside. Paint wise, you know, it's been painted before and it looks like it's just starting to chip away, or it's been sanded away in some areas. I think what I might do with this, because I've got the stripper out, this paint stripper out behind me, it's already got a body in as we speak. You know, some of these I'm stripping the paint off as we go, just while I'm doing other stuff, like, you know. And that stuff I use takes paint off within 20 minutes, half an hour. So it's not like, I mean, I know a lot of people use like Purple Pond or whatever you get over there and leave them in for overnight, a couple of days, a week, or whatever. I just don't have that time to mess about, like, or wait for this stuff. So that stuff I use really good because I can just get it off in half an hour with no damage to plastic at all, like, and you know, it brings them out really clean, or as clean as you can expect them to be, like. But yeah, I mean, really nice box on this. I think this is the only 60 box I've got. Always loved the box art on the 60. You know, there's nothing on the ends, like, it just what the car was inside and your generic box art and what have you. But yeah, I'm trying to get as many of these re-imaged if I've done them before, or you know, if they've been sitting on the shelf just done again, like. But yeah, I think what I might do is I might just strip the body, finish stripping body, because it doesn't look that great, doesn't that? And whether it's something for me to do in future or whatever, if it's, you know, if I decide to let it go at some point, and then, you know, the body's done, like, I won't bother with taking, like, stripping the interior, because in all fairness, it's sprayed, so you can probably just spray over it. Plus, once you start getting into interiors and chassis, you know, that's where things start taking a bit longer, because you got to, you know, body's quite easy to get paint off, but you're always left with bits of paint left in all nooks and crannies on these, and I don't think you make them look any better. So yeah, I think that's what I'll do with that one as soon as the last body's out. Which will be after this video. I'll probably just dunk that in, but yeah, everything's in there, like, all parts. Yeah, I think this is pretty much a complete kit. You still got the custom parts in there. Not too sure if you got the custom wheel covers in. Probably not, like, I mean, it's just your bumpers, and got tail lights and stuff like that still in there. But yeah, I mean, really nice kit is that one. I always loved the detail they did on this side trim. Is one of my favourite side trims they did on it in Joanne kits, like, really nice and fine on there, like. So yeah, I'll probably, like I say, I've said it a million times, but we will strip that body. I'll just keep that. I won't bother making it all nice in box because I'm just going to be taking it out within the next half an hour or so. Hold that back up in there just so I'm having to use yet another bag. I mean, I go through hundreds of these bags and literally hundreds of them. But yeah, I mean, what are we on? 15 minutes. We'll go another 10 minutes or so. Yeah, I've got, you know, Gary sent me a nice one of these boxes, or a box of these, and then I bought one. Can't remember what's in what now, to be quite fair, but yeah, this is one I bought off eBay. I just need to get stuff like this done. I've got three of these boxes stacked up. One I've got a body in, like a kit from, which I traded with Lee from Crow Customs many years ago. I think he traded for a 58 Buick Roadmaster and maybe something else, and you know, he built that Roadmaster or whatever it was. I'm sure it's a 58 Buick Light, but yeah, I think this is a pretty much mint in box kit, except for the body's been painted. Now, I don't think I'm going to strip this one right now. It does have some damage to pillars. Pillars leaned over. What's it? It does need a repair. Like all this stuff on here, this is a sellotape like on which I've got on there. So the glass is actually pretty mint, to be quite honest with you, but I think the reason I got tape on it is because I was setting it in there. Make sure the glass sort of levels up the pillar and what have you. So it's savable, is that like, but yeah, the rest of it's, you know, I think a bit of overspray on the chassis, the hood's painted, but other than that, it's split mint kit likes. Yeah, I've just never done anything with this one yet. Lovely clear convertible roof up top on there. All bits in place like, so yeah, nice little kit that. So I'm going to try and get that photographed of it next couple of days. Like I say, I don't know if I don't think I'm going to go into stripping body on that. Don't know what I'm doing with it, so I can deal with that at another time if I want to do anything with that kit. But another quick one, this thing. I had a couple of these, you know, a nice started one in box and a mint in box one. And to be quite honest, the mint in box one was too nice for me. Started one I was going to keep, like, to be quite fair. It was a really nice started one, and I didn't think that would go so quickly, but it did. So I know they both went really quickly, but the reason I sold them is because I want to get back into building, and you know, this is good enough for me to build. This one I actually sold many years ago, again to Lee at Crow Customs. And then he put it on maybe a year ago or so. Maybe it was in the last couple of years, I think he put it on. And it didn't sell for much at all. I felt so bad. Again, I said to Lee, you know, more than happy for you to keep stuff, because I won a couple of them 55 Chevys off him as well. The old original ones, and yeah, so they I think he just wanted rid of them. Happy to do them at the price they sold for, so I was happy to pay that for them. But yeah, I don't think that went for a lot. But yeah, that's just the one I've kept because it's a nice restorable kit, pretty much complete, to be quite honest with you. All parts are in there. I've not done anything with that since I bought it back off Lee. It's just been in the original bag that it came in. But again, I just need to get on top of some of this stuff. I don't like stuff being like this. I want to get the, yeah, certainly for the stuff I'm keeping, you know, in some form of order and what have you. And a bit like the motorcycles, you know, when in that last video where let out a bit of a swear word when I was talking about him. Don't know if that I don't know how that affects getting the videos through unchecked. I'll soon find out, because I'm literally filming these videos one after another. But yeah, not into boats or anything, but there are a few select boats which I really do like. And I've been after this Lindbergh one for many years. I bought this one, because these are 125th scale, I think. These old Century kits, pre-boxed under Lindbergh. I think Round 2 has all the tooling for these now. But you don't get many nice 120, I mean, you don't get many 125th scale boats. And yeah, this one's going to be the boat I'm going to be using behind that 63-64 Riviera for that sort of Corgi tribute build when eventually that's one I really want to do. Bought a couple. I think I got these. I've got these Owens ones from the States. I bought a couple, and they're a really good deal even with the shipping. And I ended up buying a couple, and I sold one of them to sort of go to bring price even further down on this one. So this one didn't end up costing me much, to be fair. Even with shipping involved, there was just some good deal that I found online at the time, and it made sense even with that price. But yeah, this one's came up recently. I think this is probably the nicer looking boat, the more fancier 50s style boat. And for me, I buy anything I buy because I want to build it. It's not, I don't like that I have mint in box stuff that just sits there doing nothing. And I did manage to get this one probably in last year again, in the last couple of years I managed to buy this one. And this is the original Century one. But again, what was putting me off building this is because it was so mint. And you know, that Lindbergh one I can buy. So don't know what I'm doing with this one yet. Now I've got that Lindbergh one. They're a nice boat kit, so I might you know, these are the only ones I have, and don't know when I'll find another like. And I don't even know when I'll get round to building that one. But yeah, lovely kits these. This one's pretty much like brand new inside and what have you. There's literally no differences between them, between the original Century one. You know, even box art's pretty much identical, like, you know. Yeah, they use the same box art throughout. So and yeah, this one that just don't fit anywhere. Like, it's always shoved on some top of something in some slot somewhere. But lovely kit if you can find them. Like, definitely recommend them. They can be a bit tricky putting the hull together and what have you, but you know, you get clamps and all that carry on to help us with that. But the other things I've just got by bench, which, you know, I've got a few old trailers I need to sort through. I think this is a trailer from, I mean, I'll pull them out, like I say, with yeah. While I'm here, like, you know, it'll probably get into half an hour on this video, like, but yeah, I think this is the original trailer from the Mako Shark kit. And to be quite honest, I forgot I had this because I had a couple of them Mako Sharks and literally put all the Corvettes all up in one go. And I think I'm down to, you know, I had a massive shelf of them. You know, probably 85 Corvettes in total, including builders in boxes and builders stacked up. I think I had, you know, 75 builders stacked up on all on one shelf, like, and I think I'm down to about 15 now. Same with, you know, I've just sold. I had a load of like old sort of classic vintage, what is it, the like 20s and 30s Monogram kits, and Joanne sort of Cadillacs and stuff, like the early, like the 31 Cadillacs. And again, I had a big shelf of those, and you know, I could have just sold them all in one lot, but they've just been trickling out over the last 6-8 months, and I literally sold the last one. I had about 45 of them, and literally sold the last. I put them. I wasn't going to bother listing them again. But I put them on one more time, and they've sold them in a week. Like, you know, it was nice just to get them cleared out, let somebody else enjoy them. I'd never get around to restoring anything like that. And another trailer there, I think that's narrowed from something else. Like, so I just need to do something with them. I mean, I think like the next video, it's gonna be all Thunderbirds. So I've got like say 40 kits stacked next to me, but it's all newer stuff which I just need to sort through. Got things like Joanne funny cars, bagged up and what have you. Think of all, yeah, the Pinto, the Challenger, and the Mustang. Probably would keep these two because I've always fancied, because of my love of the original Gone in 60 Seconds, I've always wanted to do one like Eleanor in the yellow, with the black stripe down the roof, black stripes down the side, and at the same time build this one, build it red, put a black vinyl roof on like that. I think it was like 74 that was 71 dressed up with 74 parts or 73 parts, and then in some shots it was just a 71. That one which got crushed, like, but yeah, I was going to do this red with black vinyl roof maybe, and so I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I've had loads of them boxed over the years, and just kept. I've had them ones for years and years. Like they're the ones. I mean, they're complete kits and what have you. Pinto's a nice kit as well. Like, to be quite honest with you, is it Crazy Horse Pinto? Like, I was meant to image this one the other day, along with the rest of the Pontiacs, and for some reason it completely slipped. I just put it on a different shelf while I was sorting for other stuff. You know, that's the Mr. Unswitchables MPC 67 GTO, so I need to get that one done. But yeah, I mean, other than that, yeah, this is one I bought quite. Well, it was in last year. Last year, it's just been sat on the shelf doing absolutely nothing ever since. I got this in a lot. This is the original 70s Chevy van. But this is the original issue, with the open sides. On the original kit you could put the windows in, whereas on the later issues they took all that away. Had a fixed side panel, and main reason is exactly what's happened with this one, is that they all used to break on the scuttle panel in the boxes. So like, you could get a brand new kit back then and have a big breakdown scuttle panel. You know, and I always loved it. I love 70s vans, to be quite honest with you. And there's one on eBay which I kind of fancy. I think by the time this video out, I was speaking to the seller and what have you. Real nice chap, and done a lot of business with him in the past. Bought a lot of, like, some of these vintage kits, you know, I probably bought off him in the past. And I bought something else off him recently in auction, another van. I think it was a 78 Dodge or something. I was bidding on a 75 Dodge, but got outbid. I mean, it was worth more than what it went for, but I was trying not to buy stuff for myself recently, and trying to certainly get rid of more stuff that I'm actually buying for myself. Every now and again I'll see something, and if it's at a good price, you know, and I really fancy it, then I'll go for it. But he has one of these mint in box, the original 70 issue. and I kind of set myself up to buy it because I had one of the newer issues, the one which Round 2 released a few years back, and I sold it for like a tenner less than this original is going for. And but yeah, it's got, I mean, this is complete. I mean, it is complete. Where's that bag of, I had a big bag of parts and don't know where all that's gone. Like yeah, it came with a big bag of parts because it came with other kits. I think there was a 67 Thunderbird in there, and so all parts for that's in there. I am not even going to try and empty that out on the bench, but yeah, I'm keeping that one. Really like I mean, one of my holy grail kits is that camper. Never been able to get up my hands on it. No, Gary's got one. Sean just showed one in his recent tour of his new his new sort of hobby room, the one he built, which George gave him. They did an absolutely lovely job on that. But yeah, other than that, I don't think there's nothing else I'm going to really show on this video. Next one's going to be all Thunderbirds. Sounds a bit boring, does that? But we've got a ton of Thunderbirds to look at, a lot of rare stuff. I mean, it's like stuff like this I just need to get through. I must have 6 or 7 of these chargers, 68 to 70 chargers, and I need to sort all this stuff out. Things like these Cadillacs, you know, I've had bagged up for years, done nothing with. I think there's 2 Cadillacs in here, Monogram ones. Need to get through stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, like I say, I mean, everything else next to me is, as far what I'm going to do now is pull all the Thunderbirds off. I just want to get as many videos as possible done in one sitting. And then I can just sort of set myself up just to concentrate on doing what I need to do over the next couple of weeks or so, or next, well, to be not a couple of weeks. You know, I need this all done by the end of the weekend. I've got a pretty busy schedule. I think Friday night I'm having a bit of a FaceTime with Lee from Pros Customs, Gary from Mr. Model Works, Gary, and our really good friend Mike. You know, I don't really want to miss that, and God, if I've missed out. We're past that point. This video will probably go out back end of weekend. So sorry guys if I missed that, but I'm hoping I would have made it by then. But yes, I'm going to pull out all the Thunderbirds. There's going to be some. I think I've got everything, you know, in there. You know, some really nice old stuff, some rare old years, and they're just a bit like Corvettes, aren't they? Thunderbirds. You know, they're not overly sought after. In fact, they're barely sought after. You know, no matter what year you get, but. You know, I've kept a lot of them, like, and I've got to sort through them and see which ones I want to keep. You know, there's some nice old ones in there. I've got mint kits. So yeah, I mean, that's the next video anyway. So I'm going to cut it loose. Just slightly gone over half an hour. So what have you done what have you been doing over the weekend? Hope you've had a great time. I hope you've had a great time next week. And you're all looking forward to Christmas and what have you and all that kind of carry on. So yeah, we'll just see you in the next video. Okay, see you, bye.